Okay, every single man on a self-improvement journey, a wealth-building journey, a journey of self-development, you have to spot these red flags and actually ignore the women that you're dating, okay? Or you have to dissolve the relationship when you start to spot these 4 specific trends. These trends are going to honestly make your life miserable. It's going to make it very hard to get ahead in life. It's going to make it very, very hard to get ahead and level up financially, and it's going to be very hard to become full stack. So that's why I'm making this, so that way you can crush it in life, have an amazing, abundant dating life, and excel further than 99% of guys, okay? That's why I'm making this. After this video, to take this even further, I want you to go down below and register for the MBT webinar, okay? I put together a completely free broadcast, and on that broadcast, I even layered in 9 exclusive bonuses just for that presentation that you're going to get brand new for this year alone. So check that out after this video. But nevertheless, okay, when should you ignore the woman that you're seeing, and what is the very first reason? The first thing you have to watch out for is that if your woman doesn't push you further in your purpose, that's going to be a massive red flag because there is no spiritual uplift. Okay, this is the trap most guys fall into, is their life consists of downtime. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. If you look at how most men run their relationship, not only are they not leading their woman spiritually, but she is definitely not spiritually uplifting him or supporting him on his mission. Their life consists of cooking dinner and then sitting on the couch or watching Netflix. Okay, that's the quickest way to boringness, predictability, and making her not like you. So you got to realize this. If your life, or if the life she's wanting to live, consists of just being sedated, this is a massive red flag, because now you're slowly forced to pull away from what you love most. Okay, your purpose, your passion, the things that you're interested in, only to appease them. And for most guys, the reason why they stay in these situations is for no other reason other than they don't want to be lonely and they want consistent intimacy in the bedroom, which is a completely terrible reason. So here's what you have to understand. The woman you're seeing is not a good companion at all if, number one, okay, they don't realize that their main job is to support their man. And when I say support their man, I'm not saying financially. What I'm saying is mentally, spiritually, and keep him pushing for new levels of growth. See, if you're going to be dating a woman, and especially exclusively, this is like her job to help keep you on track with your business, with your purpose, with the things that you're doing in life. Because if you don't have that like soft, feminine comfort, so to speak, that reassures you that even in your downtimes, you can keep persevering and you'll crush it, right? You want your woman to have absolute self-belief in you. This is going to be very hard to maintain a relationship with them, okay? If this happens, you need to start to ignore that relationship, slowly probably dissolve them out of your life, or completely realize that, hey, they're probably not for you. That's number one. Number two is this, okay? If your woman that you're seeing is unappreciative of you in any way, shape, or form, meaning you put in effort and get nothing in return, this is a massive red flag. Okay? If you're doing things for women, if you're entertaining them, you're taking them out on dates, right? You're being a gentleman, you have your life together, you're physically fit, you're able to protect. Okay, you deserve, as a man, to be appreciated. If you're not appreciated, you need to dissolve that relationship, because the more you do, if you start to realize the worse her behavior becomes, okay, meaning she's never fun, she's never flirty, she doesn't do anything to try to improve your day. In fact, her personality acts towards you as if it's a drag just for her to be around you. You're going to not only have a stifling in your spirituality and in your uplift as a man, but you're going to feel sad. And it's not good. You can't get ahead in life if you don't have the right optimistic energy, the right optimistic success patterns. So here's why I put this in red, because this is important. The second she tries to make you feel like she's doing you a favor by being with you is the second you need to break up. That's the second you need to put your own well-being first. What I see is far too many men not recognizing their own worth. Okay? What we have is we have a lot of, women who completely run the entire dating game. Men jump through these crazy hoops and ladders just to get a date. Meanwhile, she has no real interest in you in the first place. So you have to be able to spot these things, okay? The third thing that you want to start to ignore, okay, the woman that you're dating, if you notice this, is if she hides her phone, okay? The cell phone is the biggest way for you to be deceived and the biggest way for her to get attention. And attention from other men, and especially the men she likes and that she's interested in, will lead to things inside of the bedroom. So here's what I mean. A good woman will on purpose show you everything. When I say show you everything, I mean everything, meaning she actually makes it a point and a purpose to bring out her phone around you. If you're sitting there watching a movie together, she will on purpose open up her apps and her social media on purpose, even though she acts like it's nonchalant. She'll do this so that way you see. And what she's trying to do is prove exclusivity, prove loyalty, prove that, hey, I'm right here with you. Okay, that's the example of a good, healthy relationship. Okay, but if you notice she tries to be sneaky, okay, and then on top of that, while she's sneaky, she tries to make you feel insecure for wondering or for asking about it, this is a massive red flag. This is toxicity, and she doesn't view you as the type of guy who has strong emotional pull towards her or on her. This is going to be the type of guy she starts to walk over. So here's the funny thing about this. She could start to lose attraction for you, all of these things, yet she won't leave you. No, she's not going to leave you. How many of you ever been there before where you're wondering like, man, I, as bad as this relationship is, I'm so surprised she doesn't just dump me or leave. How many of you ever been there? Type in the comments, okay? They won't leave you. Instead, what she'll do is she'll wait till she loses so much respect for you, and then she'll cheat or go behind your back. Because deep down, when they sense this weakness, or when they sense that you are willing to tolerate disrespect, majority of them have a total internal desire to completely break you emotionally. And this is the fact that you have to realize, okay? When women view a guy as weak, it's almost like she's trying to just get rid of him out of existence. Just completely break him spiritually, mentally. And keep in mind, I want you to remember this, they feel absolutely no remorse. So while you're sitting there thinking that, oh, you know, karma's going to come around and she's going to feel bad one day, and one day she's going to wake up and realize what a terrible person she was. No, she won't. And she won't because she doesn't care. This is what you have to understand. They don't care. They don't care about you the way you want them to, and they probably won't. And you have to accept that that's how the dating dynamic is. As a man, if you don't bring the right things to the table and show the right internal characteristics of strength, leadership, masculinity, ability to command respect in an audience or towards her, okay, and not being moved off center, you're going to be sorely mistaken when you get your ass handed to you on the playing field of the dating game. That's just the cold hard fact, okay? Last but not least, you need to start to ignore if she restricts intimacy despite you giving more attention. Think about this, okay? How many times have you ever given more attention once you guys have slept together or something like that, and the more attention you give, all of a sudden she loses attraction and now closes off towards you, okay? This is like the kiss of pain, okay? If she restricts intimacy despite you giving more attention, this is where you need to push away the conversation and start to ignore. You have to do this because deep down she doesn't respect you, and it's because you're too predictable. You've now lost your edge and there's no mystery. If there's no mystery, it's very hard to have any seduction. If there's no seduction, it's very, very hard to remain the aspect of having any S3 actual tension in the bedroom. If there's no tension, well, what's going to happen is there's now predictable emotions, and that predictable emotional state leads to complacency, and that complacency now leads to her finding other men. So this is what you have to realize, okay? If these concepts strike a chord with you, meaning you resonate with them on a deeply masculine level, I need you to go down below and take this a step further and register for that MBT webinar. And the reason being is because 99.9% of guys are in information mode, meaning you will just watch this video, take it at face value, and not do anything with it. I encourage you, go a step further. If you've never registered for an event before, if you've never registered for an exclusive behind-the-scenes training before, go down below and do that. The training I put together not only changes belief patterns, but it puts you in a different state where you can truly see the dating game for what it is at a deeper level. So take me up on that. It's right down below, guys. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.